Snow drifted through the air, like pale ash as the winter wind tore across the frontier market, rattling wooden stalls and sending townsfolk scurrying deeper into their coats. But Alara did not move. She sat quietly, on the frozen ground with her 5 daughters pressed against her sides, their little bodies trembling, in rhythm with the cold that had seeped deep into their bones after days without food. Her worn brown dress clung to her thin frame. Her tangled hair fell across her face, and her tired eyes scanned the market desperately for mercy that never came. The youngest child whimpered softly, her tiny fingers clutching Alara's dress, and the widow whispered the truth she could no longer hide even from herself. "We haven't eaten in days." She didn't expect anyone to hear her pain, yet someone did. A shadow fell across them, and she looked up to see a tall cowboy with strong, weathered arms and a face carved with both hardship and kindness. Without hesitation, he knelt and offered a warm piece of bread to her children, and when the youngest took a bite, tears streamed down Alara's face. The cowboy rose, his voice firm and unbreakable as he promised, "You're never going hungry again." That vow, simple yet filled with unwavering strength, became the turning point of their lives. The next morning, Alara awoke in the warmth of a bakery, storeroom where the cowboy had arranged shelter for them, and she watched her daughters sleep peacefully for the first time in months. Outside, she found the cowboy loading supplies onto a wagon: flour, beans, bread, blankets, and when she asked why he was helping them, he revealed that he had known miners like her husband, good men whose families the world had abandoned. He offered her a place at his ranch, a chance not merely to survive but to live again. With trembling gratitude and hope she thought she had lost forever, Alara agreed. The wagon journey through the frost-covered hills was filled with laughter from her children, their fear melting into wonder as the cowboy walked alongside them with steady, protective steps. When the ranch came into view, a humble house, a barn with smoke curling from its chimney, and a pasture dotted with cattle, the children gasped with joy, and Alara felt something in her heart finally settle. The cowboy helped them down, looked her in the eyes, and repeated his vow with even greater warmth. "As long as I'm breathing, none of you will ever go hungry again." Standing on that ranch soil, watching her daughters run freely with smiles she feared she would never see again, Alara realized that kindness could resurrect even the most broken of spirits. Their story, one of suffering, hope, and a stranger's extraordinary compassion, reminds us that heroes still walk this earth, often quietly, often unseen, but always leaving lives forever changed. And dear viewers, if this story touched your heart, if it reminded you that kindness still exists in a world that sometimes feels cold, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps bring more powerful, emotional stories to life, stories of courage, compassion, and hope. Subscribe now to stay connected with every new chapter we bring to you.